Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Channel64 SMP. It has been a little while, and that's, I've been really busy in real life. Really busy in real life, so things have been kind of a little bit on the slower standpoint here, but with this little opening time lapse, we were able to build up this little, kind of like toxic waste smeltery thing. I don't really know, but it kind of it gives a little bit of final feel and vibe to this area down here. Just kind of finishing it off, making sure that any of the toxic waste being produced by Miranopah Junction here is getting disposed of properly. Properly, I think it's properly. But I really like how this turned out. I really enjoyed working on this project. It was a ton of fun, and it was something a little bit different. And yeah, it was a ton of fun. In the last episode as well, we also had Jess and Peeporp over for the parkour, which, if you haven't seen it was a ton of fun. We had a lot of laughs. It was great. But I do want to check and see if anybody else has possibly come through. Oh yes. Oh yes. Two more people came through. I wonder what merchandise they got. Gonna have to check out some videos and see. But moving along with this episode, it's gonna be a little bit time lapse heavy because I got a couple of projects I want to get caught up on, shall we say? So we're gonna be moving forward over to the other side of the starter base. So over on this side, I've got a few things kind of prepped out and ready to go. But what I'm wanting to do with this build is to give a little bit of story to some of the drones and kind of hovering vehicles that are flying around here. Kind of where are they coming from? So I think it's time that we kick this off into a time lapse and build ourselves a drone factory. Okay, so we've got some buildings up at least. They are 100% lacking some life and some feel and a whole interior because, well, I kind of have to do an interior because I put a big hole in the roof. So, hey, yeah, that's a thing. So I'm gonna get working on this interior and a whole bunch of the little finer details here and bring this build to life, and then I'll bring you back in for the grand tour. Well, look at that. We have ourselves a fantastic drone factory warehouse craziness. I think this build is super cool. Really, really cool. Got lots of details packed into it. Got this little yard on the far side here with a little drone kind of just parked and awaiting some orders from the little control panel hub up here. Oh, so good. So good. Let's go take a look inside as well. So, when you come inside, we've got a whole bunch going on. So we've got a bunch of little drone repair going on the left-hand side here. You know, these two drones are getting repaired or assembled. We got some parts up on the shelves here. We've got this big roller, so a drone can be brought in, put on the rollers, and pushed back into the work bay. We've got a couple of little control panels here. A couple of little clipboards on the desks there, so that is the resource pack for the totems of undying. But I thought that just works so good on the little desk application. And then in here we've got this drone actually being assembled. We've got the arm being brought over to be attached. We've got some more shelves. We've got some red toolboxes. I thought that was kind of nice. A little lever control for the little the hangar bay here, and then upstairs, I really like this little touch here. We've got some retired drones mounted on the wall for some decorations there. Thought that was kind of cool. And then we've got this little catwalk going over to the control center, where all of the drones get kind of controlled out of this room here, I guess, for the entire city of Marianopa Junction. So I thought this is a really cool and fun little build. And then up on top of, naturally, we have to add to our skyline here as well. So we've got another big old antenna, another satellite dish, all adding into the skyline of Marianopa Junction. So let's take a little peek here from our favorite little drone spot to land and look here. So, yep, did all of that added in. Just a whole bunch of height and depth and character over there. So, oh, so good, so very good. And now that the big old crazy building is done for the episode, I'm thinking I want to work a little bit on some of this little grassy patches here. So, trying to do just a little bit different, maybe. I don't know, but I'm thinking about putting like a little fountain in here. But I think no, that should be all right. But if I do something, just kind of around the edges, and then I can have, like a fountain. So I'm gonna play around a little bit here and see if I can come up with some kind of design for a fountain that I like. I think that'll do. That'll do just nicely. Now, I just need to go get some more. Well, I should get some stuff to make like a little bit of a bench, and then I want to add like a little custom tree right about here, and probably just a couple like little flowers and grass and things like that along the edges there. So let me grab a few more things. And as I work on cleaning up this little bit of an area around the fountain, adding some more bushes and trees, I wanted to take a minute and just chat for a second here and just let you know kind of what's going on with me and with the Channel 64 series. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of planning, a lot of pre-planning in creative worlds, coming up with these designs and builds, and the amount of detail that I want to continue putting into them is super time consuming. It's incredible. And that is time that I just mentally and physically haven't had lately. My real life has been very hectic and very busy, and yeah, I've been needing to just take a little bit of a break so I don't get completely burned out. I'm a little burned out, but not completely. So just kind of taking time to do little bits here and there when I have the time and energy. So I just wanted to say thank you for your patience while I figure my way through this. So thank you. And folks, with that being said, I think I'm going to wrap this one up and just make it a nice short and sweet little episode here. I appreciate you sharing your time with me and listening to my little rants and rambles, and I appreciate your patience with me as well. So, yeah, thank you. And thank you for sharing your time with me. Until next time, folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.